Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Deck Profiles. Today we are going to be looking over the Espeon-GX, the new Lunala-GX, and Mega Mewtwo-EX partnered with them. I didn't want to do these two as a separate video because I'd be literally doing the same deck, just one for Espeon and one for Lunala. Not exactly all enticing, so I thought I'm going to put them together, see how well they'll do. Anyway, starting with Espeon-GX, we have 200 HP, Psychic-type Pokemon as a Stage 1. Has Psybeam for 1 Psychic Energy, you get to do 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. You have Psychic, 1 Psychic Energy, 2 Colorless, 60 damage. You also get to do an additional 30 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And your big one, your niche in the deck, is the Divide GX, 1 Psychic, 2 Colorless. You get to put 10 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. Very, very strong, very, very nice GX. You can pick up a few knockouts this way, depending on your situation of the board, of course. And of course, we will be using the Energy Evolution Eevee. Just this way, we can like turn one get into Espeon. No worries about that. So it pretty much acts like a basic. We are going to be running 2 Shaman-EX, 110 HP, colorless Pokemon with setup. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 in hand. You have Sky Return, 2 colorless energy, 30 damage. You can return this Pokemon, all cards attached to it, to your hand. Next up is the Lunala-GX, 250 HP, Psychic-type Pokemon, Stage 2, with Psychic Transfer. As often as you like during your turn, you may move Psychic Energy around your Pokemon. You have Moongeist Beam, 4 Psychic Energy, 120 HP. The defending Pokemon can't be healed during their turn. And then you have Lunarfall GX, 3 Psychic Energy. You can knock out a Pokemon just like that. So if it's an EX, it might be worthwhile just to use Lunala's GX over Espeon's. But you'd have to transfer it over, and things might get silly, you know, yada yada yada. And of course, our final hitter is going to be the Mega Mewtwo-EX, 210 HP, Psychic-type Pokemon. Has Psychic Infinity, 2 colorless energy, 10 damage. Attack does 30 more damage times the number of energy attached to both active Pokemons. So if you need it, Lunala can transfer all the energy on the board right to Mewtwo to knock out that big threat. Starting off our trainer count, we have 1 Professor's Letter. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. We have 2 Rare Candy. This way we can kind of get into the good old Lunala a little bit faster. Now I am running 1 Cosmog as well in case we do get item locked. And we're only running a 2-1-2 line of it. Same thing, well, same pretty much goes for the Espeon. I'm doing a 2-2. And then obviously our main attacker is going to be 3-3. We're running 2 Timer Ball. Flip 2 coins. For each heads, you get to search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, put it in your hand. I like this because it does get us the opportunity to kind of build our Cosmog and build our Mewtwo's at the same time. Not so much the Espeon because you can just drop an energy down and there you go, Espeon. We are running 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Golden Ball, the Ultra Ball. We have 4 Via Seekers, the staples, the 3 big staples. And a lot of people are worried right now that Via Seeker will rotate, and at this current moment it will. It did get reprinted in the X and Y Best Of series, but at the current moment, Japan's the only one getting that, not us, so Via Seekers might be on the chopping block. Of course, we do have to run a stadium, and we were going to run the Parallel City. This way we can reduce the damage output on Fire, Water, Grass, reduce those Shamans out, or just potentially get out a knockout we don't need on our side, or reduce their side if they're playing Rayquaza or whatever. It's a great stadium, absolute monster. We're running 2 Lysander, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. We're running 2 N. Each player shuffles their hand back into their deck, draws cards equal to the remaining prizes. We are running 1 Kukui. Draw 2 cards, do 20 more damage. We're running 4 Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. We're running 2 Floatstone. This way we can get those Lunala and the Espeon out of there. And that way our Mewtwo can kind of attack for free. We have the 3 Spirit Links to go for the Mewtwo's. We have 4 double colorless energy and 6 Psychic Energy. Now, as a heads up, you guys can easily reverse, like if you wanted to, you could easily remove the Lunala line, add Garbodor. You could easily remove the Eevee line, add Garbodor. You could easily remove Timer Ball, go for some of the things that you enjoy more. But I thought this would just be a little bit more fun, gimmicky, kind of try and get it to work sort of deal. One thing I do note is I'm going to be missing my Hex Maniac, so I can't turn off Vileplume, which is probably a big problem, but you know what? We're going to go with it anyway. For you guys, if you guys want to do some deck building around this, please let me know the changes you've made to this deck. I love hearing what you guys have done with the products that I've given you, and I hope that it works out for you as well. But with that though, we're going to try 2 matches on TCGO and see if we can get ourselves a win. Alright guys, our first match is against Shazam Pow! Playing, I missed it. Quick note though, I did change one card in the deck. I was playing a little bit of matches, because like I said, I do my matches after I do the deck list. And one card I forgot, and that was Super Rod. So I did take out my Professor Kukui in favor of the Super Rod. So if you guys are doing your deck building, please note I did that. I am a bit of a weirdo when it comes to that stuff, but you know what? I made a mistake and I'm living up to it. Either way, my opponent is going to get the first turn here, playing with some Lunala sleeves. So it'll be interesting if he's got Lunala in the deck or not. But we have our Espeon potential. It's gonna be Slowpoke. Oh boy, this is gonna be boring. This is gonna be like all mitigation, guys. All mitigation, all sorts of bad stuff. All sorts of bad stuff. Okay. So we did see he ditched a level ball already, so he picked up something better than a level ball. We're gonna see Parallel City, we're gonna be reduced, and now I can't actually do anything in that regard. We're going to see the Slowbro, because I can't counter Parallel City with Parallel City. We're going to drop a nice Psychic Energy down on Eevee. Yes, we would love to evolve. We're going to confuse him pretty quickly, which is nice, which is very nice. I can't play with Parallel City. I would be nice to not have to draw our big... Okay, Timer Ball fails us. We will Shaman. Not much I can do there. I have to Shaman. And we do get the rare candy, so if I do manage to pull Lunala next turn, it'll be great. I don't really need the card draw so much, so I'm just gonna go and grab you. Bring you up to the front line, and we're gonna confuse you. Now, my game seems to be a little glitched. It doesn't tell me attacks, it just gives me 1 and 1, and I've had to reinstall the program prior to this, so some of my stuff is going to be a little... I'm going to get all the prompts again. Like, did you know you were burned this turn, and this is what it does? So, yeah, things like that might show up in the next, like, 10 videos. Hopefully the number glitch kind of fixes itself. Thankfully I know what I'm using to attack, but for those of you who don't, it might get a little confusing. But we do see our opponent goes for an unknown. My opponent is confused, which is great. Now, if I can get a double colorless energy, that would be even better. But I can't drop the Shaman, because it completely negates the point. Like, I can't go for my N, or I can't go for my Mewtwo line at all. But if I can get a Lunala this turn, that would be great, and then I can end the Shaman back into the deck, get the Parallel City out. Can't play Parallel City because, you know, Parallel City's out. But my opponent does evolve his Slowking. Once during your turn, you can Flash. No, he's not doing that. Thankfully, we do have the transfer, and we'll be okay with that. Now, we are going to get a double colorless energy. I do want to land on that good old Slowking up here. We're going to do all of it to him. All Divide's going to go right to that Slowking. We are going to just straight up... You know what? I'm not going to end. I don't need to. He's at 2 cards. If he ends for me, that's great. We are going to go for Divide. Psychic shows up! I don't know what's going on with my database. See, like I said, prompts are showing up. We're just gonna hit Slowking. We want to get rid of this thing. Your energy will be gone. Slowking will be gone. And I can hit the little Slowpoke in the front for a lot more. There we go. 1 Slowking out of here. Now let's see what we get. we get a Mewtwo. This is perfect. Just exactly what we wanted. A nice Mewtwo for the bench. We're going to see a Float Stone for the confused Slowpoke. Now, we have early GX, which is not a big deal. He'll probably want to evolve that one, so it stays in the back. He is going to get Special Charge, which is going to go back into the deck. But he is down to just the one card. And it's a double colorless energy, so he can go for a Tailor. Search your deck for Pokemon. He has to give up that game. Espeon putting on the pressure right away. And you know what? I was pretty good about that one. We didn't really... We neutralized the target right away. Because I know what Slowpoke does. It literally mitigates. But we had a perfect setup for this deck because Lunala can easily transfer the energy. And you know what? Divide GX is just really strong. 100 damage to something is just that good. But let's get into something maybe potentially a little harder, but you never know. We'll see. Alright, match number 2 is against Gilgarza 313 playing Water Fire. This one will definitely be a little bit more high-end as it is probably Volcanion. We are going to win this coin toss, so we are going to be able to go first here, which is actually pretty good because we do have so much setup ones. And of course, we got a Mewtwo. Okay, I was about to overlook it for the Shaman, and I'm like, nah, I kind of want to play the Mewtwo first. Now, if we can get a Spirit Link, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Now, I will not deny that this deck is very janky. Like, there's way too much stuff going on for it. But that's alright. You know what? That's all in good fun. We're going to see it is Volcanion. And we're going to limit their... You know what? Let's put down and reduce their damage output. If they don't get a Stadium, like turn 1, they're in trouble. Okay. I really don't want to use the Shaman over the Float Stone for one, so let's end. Don't want to waste my Mega Mewtwo yet. I want to try and get some energy, which I'm not going to get. I'm going to get another Mewtwo, though. I got some Trainers, I got Trainer's Mail. I got some potential still. Like, I got a Shaman drop. I'm good. I'm alright. We got a rare candy. At this time, though, I'd rather there be a Seeker. Come on, looking for a Spirit Link. I can get the Professor's Letter. I can get me some energy. Get me a turn 1 energy on this Mewtwo. That'd be pretty good. And can I just say that this Hollow Energy just looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know about you guys, but I've been very hyped up since they changed the Hollow stuff. It has been so pretty. I can actually pass right now on the Shaman. I can easily drop the Psychic Energy next turn, potentially drop another card next turn. I'm not too worried. He does go for that Dive Bolt, does get his Volcanion EX from it, which is great. Great play there. He does drop it down, does go for a Nest Ball. Now, he will not be able to do any damage. He is reduced by 20? By 20. So unless he's fighting Fairy Belts... Oh, he's switching me up. Goes for a Fire Energy drop. He'll only be able to get the ability off. Does Steam Up, so he will get a little bit of damage here. So he'll give me 30 damage so far. Power Heater increased to 30. Does drop it onto the Flareon. Doesn't have a whole lot of card draw left, though. So we are able to go 1 here. Kind of hoping to drop this guy down and get some energy, or get a Spirit Link. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't get the Spirit Link, and I can't, I'm in a bit of a problem. I'm in a bit of a problem here. I'm just gonna Mewtwo. The one in the back, for now. My turn is down. Not much I can do. We're going to see another Steam Up come up from my opponent. Going to get him an additional 30 energy. And he's going to start setting up that Flareon, which isn't really a big threat to me. Mewtwo does counter Flareon pretty well. I get another rare candy, which is not a that's not a good thing. And I have used... I could end. I could end last turn. But I decided against it. Why? Because I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. Oh, that's why. He's at 1 card. It'd be better for me to Sycamore. Let's Sycamore. Let's Sycamore. Did I waste a VS Seeker? Not really. I did not attack last turn though, like I could have, because I'm silly. I'm making a lot of misplays today. Not gonna deny that. Do I go on to this guy? Do I do this? Do I do it? Yeah. We will Shatter Shot. It's gonna do 60 damage. Max Elixir. Does he get an energy? He does, so the Flareon has now got 1 energy on it. Does not have a Float Stone to get this Volcanion out of the active spot, though. I lie. Blaze Ball is going to hit me for pretty hard. It's going to hit me for 150. I got a lot of the same stuff. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15... As long as he can't knock me out anyway. He hasn't got any energy. And this is why I did not end, because he has no card draw, which is absolutely fantastic for me. But we are going to just go for the Ultra Ball. I would like to get... is there full line? No. No, there's not. So better idea is to get the Eevee right now. Get myself all set up here. Get this Eevee in. And I can... Ooh. I'm just going to hit him with a Shatter Shot, because what's going to happen here is if I land this, my Mega Mewtwo can come in regardless of the damage output and take care of the Flareon next turn. If he decides to Lysander me in, that's great and all. He goes for a Lily, which is absolutely fantastic for him because he does get some cards now. Cannot end me though, so he'll be taking out my my Mewtwo in the front, which is fine. I actually could have just damage changed if I dropped the energy on you. Could have. And then you wouldn't have been able to take me out. Well, you could have if you dropped another fire energy down onto it. I don't know. I like the deck that he's playing though, because it's got so much power, so much synergy, and who doesn't love a full art Flareon? Like, look at this thing! It's adorable! It's adorable! We're gonna see the fire energy drop hit the Volcanion in the back. He knows that this Flareon is going to go down right now. And you got to remember, he is being reduced in damage due to the Parallel City. So we can drop our Espeon down, which is great. We are going to go for a good old... Hold on. Do you have anything else that I could play? Nope. I'm going to Sycamore right now, get myself some cards, try and get some ahead time in this, but we're not going to get that. We are just going to get... Ooh. That might be a good call. We could drop a double colorless energy down onto the Mega Mewtwo. Now, next one we do want to definitely put on the Espeon because we want to get that secondary attacker running. But we wanted to get this good old Flareon EX out of the way. So we are going to get the Mewtwo Spirit Link and a Float Stone. Float Stone's very good because I can actually put it onto one of these two here. We are going to get the Max Elixir. We have 3 Mewtwo Spirit Links. We have all 3 Mewtwo Spirit Links in our hand right now. Does not help us at all. I can Lysander up to that Volcanion EX, though. It is exactly what I want to do. Because this guy here is not going to be a big threat to me. Especially since he only has the 1 energy on it. He can only go for Power Heater. He is steaming up, though, so he can get 30 damage down onto me. Actually, he's going to get 60. So he's going to get a little bit more damage off than hopeful, but that's okay. I will be taking out his biggest hitter, being the Volcanion EX. He does go for another Lily, draws 2 additional cards. I'm not the biggest fan of Lily in that regard. Actually, here he comes. He does drop energy down onto the Volcanion EX in the back. Hopefully I can take this out. Power Heater, we're going to take 60. Does drop energy there and drop an energy down on the back one as well. So we will be able to go for the Lysander, which is exactly what we want to do. I'm going to drop this nice Psychic Energy down onto my good old friend Espeon. Drop down a Float Stone onto the Shaman. A little bit more dominant there. And we can easily just end at this point. No, we just Sycamore. We just Lysandered. I'm being silly. We are going to Psychic Infinity. This will knock out Volcanion EX. We just need one more prize card, and we will have this. We have the VS Seeker to get that Lysander. We got a Lunala-GX and a Cosmog. A little late now. But it's okay. Up comes the Volcanion, knowing that he doesn't have enough energy onto that Volcanion in the back. Well, now he does, so he should be able to come in to attack, but he can't knock me out. Can't do it. Doesn't have enough strength, especially with the damage reduced. He'll only be doing 110, which will put me at 170 damage, not enough to take out a Mega. He's got the Volcanion here who has to be steamed up to do damage. Does just switch into this guy. This will be the game here because... Ooh, he can go for a steam up. This will do 100 and... Ooh, Delinquent. Does get rid of the Parallel City, so his damage output will increase. And I have to discard 3 cards. They're going to be the Mega Mewtwo Spirit Yep. So now you can do 160 damage. That will knock me out. Good job, my friend. Good job. I have to come in here now as the Espeon. I do need a double colorless energy, which we are not going to get. We are going to hit that good old... we need some energy back. Really. Out of everything that we've lost, I really just need the energy back. I can go for 1 Mewtwo, because there is 1 Mewtwo, there's 3 and 3. Let's put 1 Mewtwo back and 2 energy. Game's not quite over, but he's actually at 2 prizes as well, so this Espeon could be my final chance at winning this. I do need a double colorless energy, like ASAP. 369. So I can do 150 to it. I can't knock it out. And I'm not gonna... I can drop the Cosmog, so I don't draw into it, I guess? No, it's useless. I'm gonna Sycamore here. It's my best play, I think. I need a double colorless energy. I don't grab it. I'm not gonna get that. We could drop a Floatstone down onto the Espeon. Drop a second Psychic Energy down. Unfortunately, that is all I can do in that regard. And my opponent just needs to end... Or, he actually just needs to Lysander up my Shaman. And that will be the game, because he does enough damage to take out my Shaman. I will have to Psychic here. I am going to get him confused, so he potentially can hit himself here. Espeon's damage can save us still, but we may still lose this. We're going to see a Floatstone onto that Volcanion. He can retreat it easily. And I have no way to knock it out. Otherwise, it does drop a Fire Energy down onto the back Volcanion, just in case, which is a good play. Now, if he goes for the hit, he cannot Lysander my Shaman now because he did play the Lily. We see a Dive Ball. This will get him another Volcanion-EX. Now, if he goes for a few here, he can easily up his damage output, but he has to break Confusion. We do see a town map. He's got Fire Energy and a Nest Ball. Not really the biggest point at this point in the game. Does just retreat. And we will see that he's got the Power Heater up. How many VS Secrets have I gone through? 3. There is one more in the deck. I need to pull it now, because if I can't, we're in trouble. And I need to draw an energy. Oh, there's so much things I need. If I can just draw an energy, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. I need a lot of stuff. It's going to be a double colorless energy, which technically is good. I can drop my Mewtwo. I can't Spirit Evolve, or I can't put a Spirit Link down on it because, well, it's knocked out. This match got a lot harder really quickly. Okay. One Shaman's already gone. So I can't Ultra Ball for Shaman, which is what I was considering right there. I don't really have a choice. I am going to go for the Divide GX, and I'm going to put 100 damage counters all on you. Is my timer still going down even after I've stated my attack? That's not cool. Come on, hurry up. Hopefully that did not signal that my game lost. But we did attack. There we go. 100 damage down onto Volcanion. Does drop a fire energy down onto the Volcanion. And I think he might have me here. He comes in. He just needs to drop. That's it. That's it. Professor's Letter takes me out. He's going to be able to go 130. And then do just enough to take me out. Because he'll gain an additional 60 damage. I did not get a Parallel City. He'll actually do a fantastic job here. And unfortunately, we are going to go down here. As you guys can see, Lunala may not be the best part of this deck. Espeon and Mewtwo definitely work very well together because Espeon can get the extra damage down onto a Pokemon that you need. Mewtwo is obviously such a strong powerhouse. Just, again, we weren't focusing on one thing. We kind of did the whole janky kind of deck. But it worked out. We did alright. I enjoyed the matches. And in all fairness, I hope you guys have enjoyed this deck. If you guys have used it, please let me know. And let me know the changes you've made. Whether you use Garbodor, whether you use whatever you guys have had. I'm leveling up on the side. It's alright. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, time out.